Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures, and we're back with more Kamen Rider because, well, I've been kind of bored of Gundam lately, and outside of all the really funky kits that come in every now and then from China, there just hasn't been a whole lot that's relatively reasonably priced that's also available in the US and that I haven't already built. So I've kind of been migrating towards a lot of the superhero type stuff these days, it seems, just because and I enjoy building plastic model kits. So, if it's not 28 millimeter or 32 millimeter stuff that interests you, my apologies, but it's my channel and I'm going to do what I want, damn it. Anyway, so my kid has been watching Kamen Rider Den-O here, and so one of the things is he gets possessed by various spirits, the Imajin, and gets their powers and they take over his body. And so one of the ones that I always enjoyed was the axe form, which is, what was it, Kintoros? I think Kintoros or Momotoros. I don't remember which is which. But you can see what's kind of interesting is he has his platform, because it's all like train related stuff. Anyways, this is like his base form before he gets all of his armor on. You can build it like that when he's all kind of weak and dorky. You can see here, yeah, this is what's interesting is he's got little standees that you can put on the display base for when the, what are they called? The Imajin are basically talking to him or possessing him and stuff. And as always, you got a ton of hands available. I don't know how many stickers are going to be involved. And as always with these figurized figures, you get the stand included. And most of it can be done with just all the stuff in the box. You don't need fancy, expensive aftermarket goodies. Somebody's been snooping in this box bag. So you can see here, base stuff, inner limbs, chrome. Hey, chrome parts. That's always nice. A lot of chrome parts. That's kind of cool to see. But then the gold parts aren't. That's weird. Various hands. Axe is probably going to need stickers. And ooh, there's some tiny little stickers there. That's going to be fun. I'm guessing these are the stands for the Imajin. There's like little plastic clear. That's cheesy. That's cheesy. I was expecting something better than that. Lame. It's just like an acrylic figure of them you can stick on the display. Alright, the usual instructions are in there about what to do, how to build these things if you have no experience. And since these are in distribution in the United States, one of the things right off the bat you'll notice is everything is bilingual in English and Japanese, which is surprising considering most of these shows have not seen any sort of release yet in the United States or in the English-speaking world. I mean, they're pretty straightforward to build. I can tell my son was looking at this because that's not how the instructions, that's how they should have looked. Something different than the usual base form. So I liked that. I'm going to build it up in axe form. I mean, I think the only difference really is he may have a separate head. We'll find out. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to look yet. But we'll get him built up. And I'll see if I have any other figurized figures handy. I should. And we'll see how everything turns out. So, sit tight. Alright. We got axe form Den-O all put together here. And I gotta say, not a bad little kit, much to my surprise, much like the show. It's started to really grow on me. I had no real interest when it was actually airing, but it has definitely grown on me in the time since. Lots of little stickers, but that's about it. So that wasn't too bad. I feel like the hands are a little bit loose out of the box, but there's always whatever you want to do to play with the joints and everything afterwards. Of course, with his whole switching of modes, I don't know if you want to be, kind of careful about that. Basically, in order to switch him from axe form to platform, it's basically just a shoulder swap head swap. And then this replaces the chest. And then I want to say that goes in the middle. And then there's like little spots on the thighs. The gold right there gets replaced. And that's about it. So it's pretty simple switcheroo if you want to do that. You know, you get your usual plethora of hands that I don't have handy. Pun intended. Oh, and you get the stand as always. And you can see we've got the images of Kintaros and Momotaros as they're turning into sand there. So all in all, a nice little rendition. Definitely cheaper than the SH Figure Arts version. Not as cheap as some of those Soto or Shoto kits, which one of these days we're going to do a thing on, but those are getting kind of hard to find. The Shoto and Soto lines are these little detailed action figures that are actually, what, 1/12, 1/18, whatever the G.I. Joe size is, which is also with the Joy Toy stuff. So they're technically, these guys, the Shoto or Soto riders, are actually in scale with the Warhammer 40k stuff, if you want to get really technical. So you can see here, they are significantly smaller, but these guys are also a bit bigger than the typical 1/144th high-grade Gundam kit. So kind of an interesting mix in terms of sizes. Nowhere near as big as a Master Grade kit, which they did make way back when Double was airing, I think. And they didn't make that many. I've got like a Master Grade Goku, I think, that came out around the same time, and they did like Tiger and Bunny, a couple other things. But honestly, these days, I think if you want a good hero rendition, the Figurized standards are quite nice. Again, much cheaper than a lot of the SH Figure Arts that Bandai puts out, and considering how many weird exclusive versions and forms of all these figures there are, that can add up quite quickly. Didn't really talk about the posability, but, you know, it's the typical joints. You've got a lot of, you know, the usual good double-jointed elbows and knees. I mean, everything works the way it should in typical Den-O pose. He's always unsure what to do. I know my wife really likes the actor that plays him as well. I think he's been in some other stuff, but I think if you want just playability and you want to have your writers represented, and I mean, there's a ton these days in the year 2023. There are a crap ton of writers compared to when I was first finding out about this stuff. And I think if that's the case, you really want to go with the supermarket stuff. Yeah, there's going to be a ton of stickers, and I'm going to have to do a video on that. I've got a box, as I play with my lips there, coming in the mail soon of some of the stuff from like Revice and Saber. So I'll have to show that off. And I mean, they're just, the stuff that you can find in the supermarket these days gets a lot of the weirder forms that you wouldn't necessarily see, but they also started to make a lot of the villains as well. So if that's something you're into, do take a look at that. Just don't pay the exorbitant amounts that some of those third-party sellers are offering for. But yeah, we're getting off on a tangent of other stuff there. So if you're interested in the Den-O figures, I think they have everything but a bunch of his final forms. I don't think they have... I know they have Gun, I know they have Rod, I know they have Sword. I don't think they have Climax, or what was it, Liner? I don't remember anymore. Always with his fist plunging his face there, and I hear the dogs barking. So that's a good sign for me to stop. Overall, really solid kit, and I would not be surprised if we end up seeing more Kamen Rider stuff on this channel, because I gotta say, you know, we've been longtime fans and definitely have enjoyed it. And I gotta say, Den-O has even got my wife, of all people, to sit down and watch it, but she'll never admit that because she watched all of Kamen Rider Black, Kamen Rider Ryuki, and Kamen Rider Fives with me when we were in college, so she's full of crap. Shh. Don't tell her I said that. Anyways, with that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.